Griot Audio and One Click Digital present Lost Daughters by Mary Monroe, narrated by Diana Luke. One Click Digital provides free audiobook downloads in partnership with thousands of public libraries. To see if One Click Digital's extensive catalog is available to you, visit your library's website. And now, Lost Daughters.
Prologue. Silo, Florida, 1956. 11-year-old Virgil Montgomery was so terrified of his mother that he would do almost anything to keep her happy. Against his better judgment, Virgil made a pact with Mama Ruby on a sultry night in July that would have a profound effect on him for the rest of his life. He promised her that he would never tell anyone she had just kidnapped her best friend's newborn baby girl and was going to raise her as her own. Virgil knew even back then that he would experience an enormous amount of guilt and shame, and that it would probably destroy him someday. But nobody said no to Mama Ruby. "I'll kill anybody who tries to take this baby away from me," Mama Ruby vowed as she gazed at the beautiful baby in her arms that she had named Maureen, after her former beloved madam. Virgil would never forget how Mama Ruby looked that night in that hideous, shapeless black flannel duster that he had always hated so much. She sat at her kitchen table feeding the baby a concoction she had made with cornmeal and goat's milk. Virgil had never seen his mother so nervous. Her hands were shaking and sweat was streaming down her face like melted wax. No matter how fast he handed her a can of beer every few minutes like she demanded, she scolded him for being too slow. Even when he handed her a fresh can before she finished the previous one, he was still too slow for her. More than 24 empty beer cans had already been dumped into the trash barrel on the back porch of their shabby rural house, and that was what Mama Ruby had drunk in one day. Mama Ruby couldn't keep her false teeth from slipping and sliding in her mouth, so she jiggled them out with her fingers and placed them on top of a pot holder on the table. Every few minutes she glanced toward the door. Each time she heard a movement outside, she held her breath. She had scratched her head and fussed with her hair so many times since she'd come back home with the baby in a shoebox that it looked like she had combed it with an egg beater. It was a very long night for Virgil. After he got too tired to remain in his mother's company, he put on his long john pajamas and crawled into his tipsy roll-away bed in the tiny bedroom behind the kitchen. Before he could get to sleep, a bat squeezed through a crack in the wall and entered his room. Virgil
Sample complete. Ready to continue?